Who was first? All right, who was last?
Steve, you're just talking about the start of Game 4, but not having that mindfulness. How do they have that to start off?
Well, it's all we've talked about. So that's the plan, is to have it and got to be locked in.
Steve, a lot of talking about how few passes you had last game, and you knew even before they counted that it was really low. How do you get your players to pass more? Do you run certain plays that encourage it, or do you just say pass the ball more, please?
Both. We have certain sets that we like to get get the ball moving side to side, and then some of it is just film work. We saw a lot of stuff on tape where we could have moved the ball onto the next guy and let him make a play. So it's a combination of that.
Steve, is there an effect in your mind when a team starts off a game like you guys did in Game 4, where you had 7 turnovers in the first 5 minutes, most of them on passes? Do you think some guys may get a little bit gun-shy about slinging passes through there that maybe they did earlier in the game that didn't turn out so well? I mean, how do you find that balance between being aggressive, but sometimes they result in turnovers?
Well, the ones we threw, I would hope we'd be gun-shy on those. We just threw the ball away. I want them moving the ball, but we always talk about it. Just keep hitting singles, and sometimes the best play in basketball is just moving on to the ball to the next guy, making the defense shift. It may not look like much, but it changes everything. And so I just want us making simpler passes. That's the main thing.
Either way this goes, if you close out tonight or if this gets extended, you will play this weekend. Are you ready to rule Steph out this weekend for sure, or is that still up in the air?
Just day to day. We're just taking it day by day. So we'll see. We're locked in on tonight, obviously, and Steph's been coming into the gym every day, working, and he's doing his thing, and we're doing ours, and we're just hoping for the best, but not making any predictions.
And as of now, if it goes 6, it could start Monday. It's not sure of starting this weekend.
Is there an update on McCaw, when he might get to the floor? Get into practice? Do you have any idea on that?
Yeah, no update. What's it been, Raymond? 3 weeks?
May 3rd will be the 4-week point.
Yeah. So we'll have an update on May 3rd. Hopefully, we're got to take care of business in this series, and hopefully we get that done tonight. But we're not really looking ahead at anything, whether it's Steph or Patrick or anything. We're just looking at tonight. Anybody else?
Thank you.
Coach, obviously, stating the obvious, you guys have been extremely successful in the postseason. I know you said you take one game at a time. Can you describe the mindset? This is the first round of 3 more rounds if you proceed. Can you describe for me how you motivate the guys? What do you do?
I think the playoffs are, there's kind of a rhythm to the playoffs, and our guys who have been here for a few years, they feel that rhythm and they understand it. And it's like a season unto itself. And so there's a pattern, and you especially as you start a series, you go through a series, hopefully you complete it, and then you move on to the next one. You sort of repeat that pattern. Preparation, adjustments, you're going, you're playing, but it's different from the regular season because you're locked in on one team over and over again. And you're trying to practice your fundamentals and remind yourself, what got us here, but at the same time, you're much more locked in on your opponent. And so it's more comprehensive, it's more fun for sure, less travel, but a long haul. So if you're lucky enough to get to the finals, it's almost 2 months. So it's a process.
Jordan Bell has not played much in this series, but how valuable is it to him in his career that he be here and be able to sort of experience what's going on right now?
Well, he might play at some point. I told him that today. You never know in the playoffs. Things happen, lineups, matchups, injuries, and so the main thing for all of our guys, young and old, is to stay ready. And I'm glad he has Zaza is a mentor. You know, Zaza's going through a stretch here where we haven't played him. Hardest working guy on our team. You know, he's running sprints after practice every day. He's getting Jordan. It's great to have older mentors, guys who are pros who get it, to teach the younger guys.
I know you said you were anxious last game to see your passing numbers. They were like 250 range.
Yeah.
The other 3 games they were 300. Have you found over your years that like when you hit the 300-ish mark, you guys are usually playing much better than if it's maybe around 250?
I mean, that was just the number we came up with a few years ago that seems to determine if we've moved the ball well. We averaged, I think, 320, 315, somewhere in there this year. Number was, what I had was 261, might have been 255. I've seen 2 different numbers. I think everyone may calculate it a little differently, whether you count the inbounds pass or something, I don't know. But either way, when we're in the mid-200s, that means we're not playing the way we play. Some of it had to do with we just, when we fell behind, we were just going high screen with Kevin, and he was scoring, but it didn't look like us. So hopefully we'll look more like us tonight.
Steve Quinn obviously really found his groove when he got the opportunity during the regular season. How do you think he's handled just sort of the change or transition of the postseason and the higher intensity basketball?
Quinn's handling it great, as I expected he would. He's a pro. He's very, very mature, and so he's feeling it. He's feeling the process of the matchups, the changes in the rotations or the strategy. He's guarding Tony Parker, again, who's been in the playoffs for 15 straight years. So he's getting a good education in the series, handling it well.
Nick Young hadn't played a lot in the first 3 games or at all. Then got some minutes, certainly in the fourth
Yeah.
quarter, game 4. Was that a spacing thing? And do you think maybe that kind of got him into the playoffs, got him into the series?
Just a hunch, you feel a game, you see what's going on, and I want to keep giving guys opportunities when I can, and it felt like a good spot for him, and he did space the floor for us. It's one of the reasons Kevin was able to score pretty easily at times during that fourth quarter. Just at least getting into the paint. Nick does a good job of spacing the floor, and defensively he's good switcher. Big size, good size on their wings. So I thought it didn't show up in the box score, but I thought he did a nice job.
Great,
All right,
thank
thanks a
you.
lot.
Spurs coach will be in here shortly.